Hey guys, my name is Jesse. Welcome back to my channel where all I talk about is domain format. Today, I wanted to share a moment that got everybody hyped up in the Discord. Oftentimes when somebody of note makes a mention of domain format, everyone in the Discord automatically instantly finds out about it, and it's all very exciting for everybody in the Discord. The most recent incident of this happening was when the man, the myth, the legend, Joshua Schmidt shared with everybody on his stream that he was going to be building a domain deck and going over to film a video with Card Market live on his Twitch. So today we're going to go watch that footage. I'm going to give you my thoughts while we're watching it together. But first, if you like what I do and you want to help me spread the word about domain format, liking the video helps in that regard tremendously. It encourages YouTube to show this video to more people. If the next time you're on TCG Player building a domain deck to order, I have a TCG affiliate link down below that you can use. Let them know that I sent you. I'll get a kickback at no cost to you. Or you can become a channel member on my YouTube, which will give you access to a library of unedited games. You can watch the entirety of the game, listen to us banter and make jokes the entire time while we play. But either way, I'm glad you're here now, so let's get started. Oh wait, one more thing. I'm sorry, this is really wrinkly because I wore it yesterday and threw it in my bin and just grabbed it back out. But I am working on getting merch. Look at this. I am currently waiting on some of these items I'm going to be showing up on the screen. If everything comes through and looks nice and I'm happy with it, I will then make an announcement that my store will be opening. It'll include things like what you're seeing here and some mats. There's a hat too. I'm very excited. I'm very close to this being a real thing. As soon as all this stuff comes in the mail, I'll show you guys. So yeah, that's on the horizon. Okay, now let's actually get started. All right, here he is. We are at the point in his stream where he starts talking about domain format. So let's get into it.
Let me tell you what we're doing next. It is something I haven't done before, but I am visiting, well, that is something I've done before, but I am visiting the Card Market people in 2 weeks for another recording session for their Card Market Yu-Gi-Oh YouTube channel, right? Some of you guys will remember I've been there before, you know, the Card Market Yu-Gi-Oh YouTube channel, right? They do some cool videos. They were on a break after Adam, I think, stopped working there, but they're back now. And I'm going there in 2 weeks to record some videos. And one of the videos that they've asked me to do is a domain format duel with, I think, three or four people. So domain format, for all of you that don't know, I also didn't know about this beforehand. I've never played this before, but domain format is basically like a Yu-Gi-Oh version of the Magic Commander format, right? Which is a very popular way to play Magic, but no one really has played it in Yu-Gi-Oh! But apparently there's a community for it. At least there's a website for it. I've never played it before, but when they told me about it, I was like, very down, very cool. So the way it works is similar to Magic. Every deck will have a...
I know Michael is very happy right now because of the fact that obviously having a website makes us look a lot more official. Of course we are official, obviously.
a deck master. Well, in Magic it's called a commander, but this will be a card that will be outside of your deck, and you can basically summon it whenever you want, as long as you can fulfill the conditions. And it will also define how you can build your deck. And then besides that, it'll also be it'll be a 60 card main deck, excluding the deck master. So basically 61 cards plus extra deck. And
look at this comment. This format is shit. Don't play it. Oh, this is gonna be great.
Everything is a one-of. Everything is a one-of. No duplicates. Very similar to in Magic, right? So basically, and I'm aware you could make your deck master Snake Eye Ash. I am aware. However, we're trying to have some fun. But the other thing is also, if you pick a deck master, it defines completely how you can build your deck. For example, like I said, all monsters in the main and extra deck must be within the deck master's domain. And a domain represents which monsters can be included in your main and extra deck. Monsters are part of it if they share at least one of the following items that are either part of the deck master or mentioned in its effects: archetype, attribute, monster type, or specific cards directly mentioned. So if, for example...
It is really cool that he immediately understands that a lot of people will say, you know, Snake Eye Ash OP, right, as a deck master, when in actuality, it is not that good because, as he's probably about to say, you'd only be able to play fire and pyro monsters, fire and or pyro monsters, or Snake Eye monsters. So you'd be incredibly limited on what you'd be allowed to play.
If your deck master is Snake Eye Ash, just for simplicity's sake, you can only play fire monsters, Snake Eye monsters, pyro monsters, and that's it, right? So basically, you wouldn't have any of the... I don't even know if Snake Eyes as a deck master would be good, because you wouldn't have any good extra deck cards, right? Like, I mean, you'd have Promethean, but you wouldn't have anything, right? So, but of course, the second thing is, this is going to be for fun video, right? We're not going to try hard this like crazy, right? Like, I'm aware there's probably some cool things you can do. I want this deck to be a Josh domain deck, though, right? Like, I don't want it to be like the most try-hard deck out there, and I'm gonna go there and they've built 2 fun decks and I'm just gonna stomp them. I want it to be fun. I want to put a lot of cards in there that I like, as many as possible, right? So I've already encountered one problem, right? So
I just want to say really quick that that's also really cool that Josh immediately understands that there's probably a high variancy in like what would be considered fun versus what would be considered, you know, try-harding. And he also mentions that he could still play a deck that he enjoys a lot. Everybody knows that he loves Runic, and what he ends up building is pretty much on point with like Josh's history. So I just want to say that I thought that was cool.
actually, let me phrase it differently. I've already found an incredibly easy outplay for the system, which is Paleozoics, craft cards, don't count, can put Paleozoics in anything. Runics, mostly spell cards, can put those in anything. Huh? Right? They're not monsters, so they don't count towards the domain thing. You can put, in any deck, you can put Runics and you can put Paleos, and you can also put Sky Striker spells in anything, right? However, and this is the problem that I'm bringing up to you guys for us to solve together. How do we find a domain that lets me actually use their extra deck cards for Runic and Paleo? Because I need a, for Hugin and Gary, like for Hugin, I would need a light monster or a fairy, and for the Paleo Exceeds, I would need an aqua or water.
This is also really cool to watch happen. Like watching the gears turn in his head about how he's going to be allowed to build the deck that he wants to build for Domain. This was awesome to watch. And it's also cool that he doesn't end up just going straight into Elysium or Dark Doriado or whatever, something with a super wide domain. He ends up actually having his chat help him find something that would fit exactly what he would need in order to play the cards that he wants to play. I just thought that was really cool.
So listen to me. If we do water fairy or light aqua, we can play all the Paleos, all the toad, frogs, if we do aqua or water. Yeah, frogs and also Hugin. Huh? Huh? How does that sound? Right? So we can build Runic, Paleo, and all that. Also, another added thing. There's no ban list for this, so everything needs to be a one-off. But you can play Pot of Greed, Graceful Charity, and all that stuff. Painful Choice, all that. You can play all of that. So I think we can cook something devious with those cards that's still fun and not too crazy, right? I think we can get somewhere. Kill Frost is light aqua. Oh, hold up. We're gonna build this on Master Duel just for easier visibility. Domain. Oh, hold up. Now you're talking my language. See, that's why you are here with me. This is my deck master. If this is my deck master, I get to play Paleozoics, Toad, Hugin, and I also get to play Life Twins.
He's cooking.
Because it's a light aqua monster. You know what the problem is, guys? You know what the only problem is that I have a shit deck master. If that's my deck master, it's kind of a shit deck master, isn't it? Like I can just like how does that work? I guess can you normal summon your deck master? Hold up, let me check the rules. Game.
So he has a little bit of trouble here first figuring out the website. He does end up figuring out all of his questions on his own. It just takes him a while to figure out how the website works.
Play Deckmaster Mechanics. The Deckmaster Mechanics, the contract, is the agreement that a player has with the monster they declare as their Deckmaster. This contract states that the Deckmaster allows the player to have access to summon activated from the Deckmaster zone, as well as play monsters within its domain. Deckmaster cards may only be summoned from the Deckmaster zone using their appropriate mechanic. Fusion, Ritual, Synchro Exceeds, Link, Pendulum, Normal Tribute Set, Activate as Pendulum Spell, or non-activating Fusion method. So I can basically I can normal summon, what you're saying is I can normal summon my Kill Frost whenever I want to. If a Deckmaster would leave a zone, except being summoned, it will enter the zone to which it is intended to go. Game state will check for any effects, such as trigger effects, the next priority sequence in which no player decides to activate a card effect. The owner of the Deckmaster must decide to either leave their Deckmaster in its new zone or return it to the Deckmaster zone. This does not start a chain. If multiple Deckmasters have changed zones in the same sequence, the owners does. Okay, so what they're saying is if Kill Frost is my Deckmaster and it goes to the graveyard, I can decide.
This comment has me cracking. Holy essaying. Listen, man, you got to make the rules very clear, okay? It might be long-winded, but you have to, right?
Whether it stays there or if it goes back to the Deckmaster zone. Dude, I have some ruling questions. So here's my question. If I
am so okay, I have to go on a tangent here really quick. I was so disappointed in myself. I really wished I could have been in the chat to help answer the questions. And the crazy thing is that this morning, the morning that Joshua Schmidt was recording, I woke up that morning. I set an alarm to like wake up at a good time to try and get some stuff done. I instantly just went straight back to bed. I was like, nah, bro, it's my day off. I don't have nothing to do really today. I'm just gonna sleep in. I feel like I need it. So I slept in. And then I wake up to my phone blowing up saying that Joshua Schmidt was streaming, building a domain deck. I was so mad at myself. I was so mad. But you will see that quite a few people from the domain Discord will be popping into the chat. So at least there's that.
Then maybe the thing clears it up. Is there a limit to how often you can summon your Deckmaster? Like, can I summon my Deckmaster infinite times? It gets more expensive. Where does it say that? Calling a Deckmaster to the Deckmaster zone is not an effect and does not start a chain. The player must pay a cumulative cost of 500 life points to summon activate their Deckmaster for each time it has returned.
Hold on, where was it? Did Farfa write that example? Oh my gosh, this is cracking me up. I'm sorry. I'm trying to read the chat and point out funny comments.
To the Deckmaster zone. Okay, so that is also like Magic, right? In Magic, it also gets more expensive to replay your Deckmaster.
I have to, I'm sorry, I keep pausing. That's so broken. That's so broken. Omega lol. Oh man. Obviously, this is a very common sentiment when it comes to when people, like brand new people, learn about domain format. I don't even want to get started about why I think that's wrong, because it would just take another hour, right? but there are deck masters like Grinder Golem, which can be summoned pretty much infinitely from the Deckmaster zone, and you would end up paying a lot of life points. But when you got 3 opponents, it's not that big of a deal.
But that does mean, hear me out. If Kill Frost is my Deckmaster, right? Bear with me. If it's my Deckmaster, I can normal summon it. I can go for some plays with it. It goes to the graveyard. I get it back into my extra deck, or my commander zone, whatever you want to call it. And then I can special summon it if I control a Lilla monster, right? So I can normal summon it and special summon it, because I don't think I can just summon it. I can only special summon it while I control a Lilla monster from the Deckmaster zone. Otherwise, it will be a normal summon, right? From your hand. I don't think that counts. I'm pretty sure that is ignored, because obviously you can't summon it from hand as your Deckmaster. I'm pretty sure it can be your normal summon, and then if you control a Lilla monster, it can also be your special summon from there. But then for the second one, I have to pay 500 life points. But then the plan would be, I'm not finished. The plan would be that after you summon it for the second time, it goes to the graveyard, because then you get to draw a card with it. And then when you banish it, because when you banish it, look, this is broken. I think we've broken the system in a cool way, not in an actual broken way. But it says if a Deckmaster would leave a zone, field, grave, banish, deck, or hand, it will enter the zone, and then it can return to the Deckmaster zone. So what we can do with Kill Frost is we can leave it in the graveyard. It gets banished from the graveyard. We draw a card, and then we return it to the Deckmaster zone. We can even get the draw from it. Wouldn't Gigantic give you access to all level rank link too? Nope. I don't think so. Hold up.
He finds it out on his own.
Does Gigantic Sprite give you access to every level 2 in the game? Because that's not an archetype. Because it says, look, it says archetype, attribute, monster type, and specific cards directly mentioned, right?
Okay, I just want to pause for a second, because other people are answering as if they know the rules. This is crazy. Joshua Schmidt has, I don't know how many people he had in his room or his Twitch stream or anything, but this is so cool that people seem to already know the rules about domain format, meaning they knew about it beforehand, unless they were all furiously reading the rules while Josh was talking about it. This is cool. That's very exciting to me.
Level 2s are not an archetype. That'd be cheating, I'm pretty sure. Like, as much as, like, the thing is, having access to Gigantic Sprite would be really, really cool, but you can't do that. Okay, so why don't we continue this train of thought, and we make Kill Frost our Deckmaster. Where's Frost? This is domain Deckmaster Kill Frost. Okay, so we get to play all of the life points. So we're gonna be playing, it's one-offs, but we can still play all of the life points. We can play Trouble Sunny, we can play this, we can play, where's the other one? Am I blind? There, this, Kill, and we could also play Lilla Treat. I mean, Lilla Treat's not bad, because we always have a Frost monster, right? And then we can also, oh yeah, related cards. Wait, can you use related cards? Yeah, you can. Okay, so we can use a Life Twin Sunny Snitch, a secret password, and I don't think we're gonna need Home. I guess we could play Home, but I don't know. How do I unrelate? Okay. The extra deck are Evil Twins, actually. Nah, that's the same archetype, right? There's no shot. It even mentions Evil Twins. Kill Frost.
That's pretty cool that he knows.
Yeah, Kill Frost mentions Evil Twins. So, like, that's fine, right? Surely. Okay, so next step, we can play all of the Paleozoics. Daddy, Opabinia, maybe Camberraster, this, and this. They have to be one-ofs, though. They have to be one-ofs. And then we can play Runics, but we can't play Gary. We only have one fountain only. Right. We can play Sleipnir, because it's a light. We can play Munin, because it's a light. Yeah. Now what? Now we play a whole bunch of banger cards, because there's no ban list, dude. We play Painful Choice. I need to include banned cards. I hope I can put these in. Painful Choice is here. Ugh. Painful Choice, Pot of Greed, Graceful Charity, Sixth Sense. Is that on Master Duel? It is on Master Duel. We can play Sixth Sense. We can't play Zeus because it's a light monster. We can play Toad.
This is so cool. He already got down his domain perfectly, and now he's finding things to fill out his deck. This is awesome. This is like exactly, you know, I hear pretty often that some people think it's pretty challenging to build a domain deck, and while maybe it is, it's not easy. It's definitely harder than building a regular deck, in my opinion. It's not so hard that you can't just kind of like sit down and fill out a list of 60 and review it like Josh is going to end up doing. And then just, you know, you could also just play a game with your first iteration and make changes as you go along. It takes a little bit more work, I would say, but it's also much more rewarding.
We can play Frogs. Swap Frog, Ronin, Dupe Frog. Part of Demise. Does Instant Fusion work with Hugin? Technically does, yeah. Rollback. I guess we can play Substitute if we want to. Elemental Burst.
Look at all these suggestions.
We can play Terraforming, because there's only one fountain. Should we terrorize them with Mystic Mine? Mirror Mage of the Ice Barrier. With the Ice Barrier spell. What's the ruling? None of you will know this, but what's the ruling on what's it called? Like when I'm playing a card like the Delinquent Duo, right? Does it apply to all players or just one player? Maybe it specifies on the website. Game.
No. Yes.
Play.
Obviously, you target a player.
General Errata. Neither player becomes no player. Each player or both players becomes all players. What if a card says your opponent?
He has trouble finding it, but he does end up finding it at some point.
And how does Grass work? I mean, Grass is terrible because everyone has 60 card decks, but in theory, how would it work? Cards that require an opponent to make a selection, for example, Painful Choice, the player activating the effect will get to choose which opponent makes the decision. That's funny.
So
Tearlaments are Aqua. We could play Tearlaments, but we couldn't play Rhino Heart because we don't have Water or Warrior.
You can't see it, but behind his camera are these little arrows that minimize and expand the different sections, and he ends up figuring out at some point. But right now, he's quite literally on the correct page he should be on. He just doesn't have it expanded to read that you would target somebody. Okay, so what I'm thinking is I don't think Delinquent Duo is going to affect everyone. I think it's just going to be I can target one opponent, and I think that's not good because then I'm gonna have someone who's gonna be not my friend anymore at the table, because it works like a Commander game where you're gonna have to be friends with everybody, and that's not a good idea. I don't think it's good. I'm gonna play. What else do we have, dude? My deck is we still have 26 cards to go. What other banned cards are good? There has to be good banned cards. Agido and Kelbeck. I can play Agido and Kelbeck because they are fairies. No wait, I'm light aqua. No, I'm not fairy water. I'm light aqua. Oh right. Reasoning Monster Gate. You know what? I have my doubts. I do have my doubts that milling is that good in this deck because we actually only have very few runics and very few Helios and one rollback. Fiendsmith? We can't play Fiendsmith because this is TCG. We can play Fiendsmith cards. Should we play a Fiendsmith package? Surely. Because we also have Lacrima. Wait, and we have Beatrice. Okay, yeah, I'm putting Fiendsmith cards in there. I don't care. I'm playing a Fiendsmith package. This is a cool part of Domain, too. How many cards is that? I need to keep that in mind because I can't... Like, one of the coolest parts of Domain is you can just play whatever the heck you want. You know, as long as it fits in your domain or whatever. And seeing him realize that is cool to watch. I can't add them on... I cannot add them on Master Duel, but it's going to be one Engraver, one Tract, one Lurie, maybe one Lacrima. So that's 4 main deck cards. And then in the extra deck, it's going to be Sequence, Lacrima, Requiem, Desiree, 4, and Goddess, 5. I think I missed it. Somebody said playing Fiendsmith was disgusting. How do I put place? What should our placeholders be? Extra deck space running low. It's fine. We can cut Munin and Cambro. Random Fabled cards. Okay, so we're gonna play Fable Lurie. Where's Fable Lurie? There. This is now the Fiendsmith. This is now Lacrima. This is Fiendsmith Tract. And then I'm also gonna play a Fiendsmith Sanct. And then Lurie Fiend. Yeah, that's the main deck. And then in the extra deck, it's going to be actually Closed Heaven is here, but this is going to be Sequence, Lacrima, and Desiree. And we have Closed Heaven. We have that. Yeah, this deck is cooking. Card of Safe Return. Oh, Card of Safe Return is busted. He's indeed cooking. You don't need Closed Heaven since Kissikil is a light fiend. Maybe. Craft Closed Heaven, yeah. Mirage of Nightmare. What am I looking at? Opponent's standby phase draw until you have 4 cards in your hand. So does this happen during each opponent's standby phase? So if because we're gonna play with 3 or 4 players, right? So if I pass my turn, I draw the 4, then I use like some discard trap or something. I can do it again on the next one. Okay, nice. I will say I'm seeing some people in the comments ask like, what am I looking at? How does this work? I'm a little sad. I mean, I guess not. Maybe I don't know. And maybe it's just a thing that Josh doesn't do, which is like play other YouTubers' videos that maybe he doesn't know so well because he doesn't know me. But it would have been pretty cool if he played my How to Play video at the very beginning for everybody watching. But I'm pretty sure that people will go end up finding it, especially on the Domain format website, because my video is at the bottom of that page about all the rules on how to play. And I'm not saying that to like get the clicks and views and blah blah blah, all that stuff. It just would have been nice for like everybody in this chat to have a better idea what was going on. But I guess everybody will have a better idea what's going on when his video comes out with Card Market. I'm not opposed to Foolish Burial Goods. That is a good card. Let me look at. I do have. Let me look at the ban list, dude. Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden and Limited. So this thing is fun. Who of you guys was here? I'm genuinely curious because we've done this before, not for Domain format, but for Card Market. I visited Card Market last time, and we played a completely no ban list game, and we built that frog deck that was completely insane.
for no ban list tournament. That was very fun. This feels kind of similar to that because we're just doing wacky stuff right now. Okay, hold up. Okay, so we don't need that. We don't need that. Okay, forbidden. We could play Scythe, but we can't really use it. We don't have access to that. We can play Snow because it's a light. We could play Snow. Snow seems very good. Fairy Tale Snow seems very good. I'll throw that in there. Okay, it's in there. Fiber Jar Fishborg. We can play... No, that's not an Aqua. We can't play Fishborg. We can play Circular because it's a light monster. We already have Ronin Totem. We can play Norden, but it doesn't really make much sense. We can play Lacrima. We already am. I already am playing it. Any banned Link monsters we have? Nightmare Goblin is a wind. We can play Nightmare Mermaid, but there's no point to that. We can play Isolt because it's a light monster, but there's no point to that. None of that is relevant, really. No, we have Beatrice. Can play Shockmaster. Brilliant Fusion. What is Seraph Knight? We can't play. I don't want to play Garnet anyways. Confiscation, Delinquent Duo. I don't want to play. Graceful. I already have. Heavy Storm. I don't want to play. Last Will. George 5 minutes ago. I will not try it. Nesh.
Nesh is in here, dude.
Is Kissy Kill Frost. Okay, I'm not tryharding, but let me look at the banned cards. All right, calm down. I see a Pot of Greed. That's tryharding?
No.
A Pot of Greed in a no ban list deck is tryharding?
No.
Shut up, Nesh.
Dude, okay, hold on. Real quick, I'm a huge fan of Nesh. I like watching him play. He's absolutely brilliant. I would love to see Nesh play in domain format tryharding. I would love it. As a matter of fact, I would shark them too. I don't know if he means playing sharks or rule shark them.
Yeah. Any of these? We could play Dimension Fusion because we have Ronin Totem. How about Dimension Fusion? Maybe. Dimension Fusion is kind of cool. Metamorphosis into Hugin seems nice. Oh, man. Okay. Are there any limited cards I'm forgetting about that I can use? We could use Ava, but not really worth it. We can play Gamma Package, but I won't do that. We can play the Tearlaments. That's not worth it, I don't think. Could play the one of Called By. Could play Chicken Game. Foolish Burial isn't terrible. Could play Monster Gate, but I don't think that's worth it either. Monster Reborn is not bad. Instant Fusion. I mean, Instant Fusion is basically another runic spell, right? If we draw Instant Fusion plus a runic spell, we can search Fountain. I'm down to play Instant Fusion. Penny Field Spell. Ooh, the Penny Field. We need more trap cards, guys. We're on 45 cards. It's not 46 because this one is not going to be in the deck. But we're on 45 cards. We need more good stuff trap cards. Like, we're going to play Daruma. We're going to play...
I'm not sure if he explains in a second here, but I think he's making the realization that he's going to have 3 freaking turns he's going to have to defend himself against, you know? So that's also a cool thing to see him figure out on his own, just blindly going into domain format.
What else? Instant Fusion with Kikkalos. I could play Kikkalos for Instant Fusion. Oh, not that one. Morganite. We could play Morganite. The Black Goat Laughs is okay. I want to draw... Okay, I have a question. How does this card work?
If your opponent controls... Oh, yeah, so he's wondering if it counts all your opponents. You would target somebody and go from there.
How does this card work? Do I pick an opponent? Does it combine both? if it combines both...
Hold on. There's Michael. Where is it? I saw him. And here's the other Michael. Both these guys are in the domain Discord.
I think it's still good enough, though. We can't... So Trap Trick is unfortunately completely dead, but Trap Track could work. I'm going to play Trap Track. Sixth Sense is a lot better. I mean, I have Sixth Sense here. Metaverse. Oh, Metaverse! Metaverse is goated. Do we play the Tenny Field Spell, dude? Flawless Perfection of the Tenny? I could. Set Rotation. Set Rotation. Then I have to give someone Mystic Mind. That's not cool. Chicken Game. I also don't like Chicken Game because everyone gets a draw from it. Like, I'm going to draw one with Chicken Game and then all of my opponents also draw one. That doesn't seem good.
You're wrong. It's great.
That doesn't seem very good. If we have enough trap cards, we could also play Trap Tantalizing Tune. Rise to Full Height seems okay. Waboku.
A classic.
It's all coming together, guys. My deck is crazy, dude. You know how it's gonna go, by the way? I'm gonna go, like, I'm just gonna Fiendsmith into Beatrice every time. It's glorious. There's a dupe right now. Yeah, these are, the Fabled cards are placeholders for Fiendsmith. This is Fiendsmith Sanct, and this is Fiendsmith Cracked. They're not actually duplicates, but yeah. Torrential. I don't like Torrential because it would, destroy my Paleos. Is Kitclos a placeholder? No, Kitclos is potentially for Instant Fusion, but then I could play one Merly with that. Merly, so Instant Fusion is insane, right? Instant Fusion, summon Kitclos, search Merly, special, mill 8, feel great. That seems sick. Lost Wind might be good enough. Dark Hole destroys everything if you want to play that. I'm aware. Oh, Ice Dragon's Prison is good. Ice Dragon.
This is a cool part that comes up here.
Titanocider, sure.
As Michael points out.
Dude, I like my deck. I think it's fun so far. So keep in mind, we're missing 2 cards right now, and we can still change some stuff. You can't have Kikkalos. No, I can have Kikkalos. My deck master is Kissikil Frost, which is an Aqua monster. And Kikkalos is an Aqua monster. My deck master is Light and Aqua. So I get all of this. Dude, how is there no ruling on this page about your opponent? Like, there's like infinite cards that say your opponent. How does that work?
He figures it out. Don't worry. It was killing me inside watching this.
It's on errata. It doesn't say your opponent though. Ah, here. It wasn't. I had to click the thing. Ignition triggered card effects and effects that state your opponent will gain target opponent or become an opponent or that opponent, depending on the text of the card. Example, Raigeki. Original, destroy all monsters your opponent controls. Domain, target opponent, destroy all monsters that opponent controls. Okay. Okay. I see. Okay, so Balance of Judgment is indeed not completely broken, but I'll still play it. But we've been nerfed a little bit.
Still quite good.
We've been nerfed a little bit. So it means that Balance of Judgment, only one opponent has to, I can only, but I can count any, if anyone is doing well right now and they have a lot of cards, I can just pick that opponent. It's quite solid. Okay, can anyone think of any crazy cool synergies that I missed with Light and Aqua? Burst is still an entire field. So Elemental Burst says on your opponent's side, so I would have to target one opponent with it.
Correct.
I would have to target one opponent with Elemental Burst. White Forest are all Light. I could play White Forest, but then I don't think we have the extra deck space for that. Magical Loyal Soul. Oh yeah, Magical Loyal Soul should be here. Magical Loyal Soul is not in Master Rules though, so I'm just gonna put a placeholder like a frog or something. Like here, this is Magical Loyal Soul now. We don't have that many trap cards. How many is this? 3, 6, 12, 18? It's not many traps. It really isn't. So we have one more slot because the deck master will not be in the deck. I'll just remove it for now. It states up here that that's my deck master.
What is happening?
Why not Ice Barrier with all the frogs? It's here. Mirror Mage and the spell are here. One of Reckless is bad. Foolish Burial I also don't think is great. I'm not sure if Snow is good enough because we don't mill that much. We don't play any milling except for Kitkalos. I don't know if Snow is the one. Vivid.
See, now at this point, he's taking an overall look at his deck and wondering where because he's just so freaking insanely good. He's already imagining how this deck is going to end up playing out, and he's pulling out like the weak cards. I was really impressed with this this next portion of the video because I think there was a couple times where I was like, I don't know about this card, and he ends up figuring out on his own. He's like going through the entire list. It's just really impressive. It's pretty cool. I'd imagine most people would have to play a game to, to at least figure out the first round of cards to cut and change out maybe.
Tail, Vivid Tail. What am I trying to bounce with Vivid Tail? I'm not sure.
Wannabe would
Keeps
actually
Fountain
be pretty
safe.
cool.
We can bounce Fountain, I guess. Okay, so my deck is Fiendsmith, Frog, Life Twin, Runic, Paleo. I can get behind that. I can live with that. That seems fine. We can remove Trap Tantalizing Tune. We could remove Trap Tantalizing Tune. There's a couple of things that we could still change about this. So currently I'm looking at this. I'm not convinced by Fairy Tail Snow because we don't mill that much, but Painful Choice is a lot better. So what if I open Painful Choice? What do? I reveal Snow, Ronin Totem, Swap Frog, Mirror Mage of the Ice Barrier, and Merly. Oh, that's good enough. That's good enough. Is it cards or monsters? It's cards. Wait, I can also. Okay, nah, Painful Choice is crazy. Do we play Thrust? I'm gonna play Thrust. And we cut something for Thrust. Tune. But will the opponent hand trap? Bro, this is like a very slow format, I'm pretty sure. We're gonna have like turns for this. Josh about to show 5 runics at point. Dude, if I have another runic spell in hand, it's crazy, isn't it?
Oh no.
Elemental Burst and Card of Same for turn seems weird. Yeah, I'm not 100% happy yet. I think Elemental Burst is too gimmicky. We only have one rollback anyways. Card of Save for turn is probably cracked, right? Jar of Avarice. Ooh, Jar of Avarice for some infinite recycling. I like where your head's at. I mean, it's not infinite, but Trap Track is weird as well. Okay. Maybe Waboku is not powerful enough. Because the thing is, there is only 5 Paleos after all. There is only 5 Paleos. I don't have more than that. I can't really rely on Paleos too much. It's 5 Paleos in 60. And so this card is also very weird. I think I'm going to cut this card. Add Paleo? Nah, shut up. I mean, we could add more Paleos. Bro is Shrink. Card of Last Will. Not even in the game. No, it's not. You mean this card, right? Hold up. Card of Last Will. If the attack of a monster you control becomes 0 by a card effect, draw until you have 5 cards in your hand. But how am I going to do that?
Card's crazy.
How am I going to do that? Gen and Ken. Ooh, I can play Gen and Ken. Can you activate Maxi every turn if it's your master? No, you can't just activate your thing. You can summon it. Add 2 more Paleos so I can give 10 subs. Hey, look, I appreciate the support, but I'm not adding, what's it called? Hikaya to my deck. I'll add Eldonia. I can add Eldonia, no problem. I think Eldonia is fine. And then I might return the Trap Tantalizing Tune. But I'm not gonna... Pikaya is not gonna be live. Pikaya won't be live in a 60-card deck. Do you have all the cards ready? I should have most of this. I'll find the rest. It's not gonna be a problem. Maybe with 7 Paleos, we return Trap Tantalizing Tune.
We have the Wannabe stand.
Nah, that card has got... This card has to be crazy, right? There's no way this card is not crazy.
Of course it's crazy.
There's no way this card is not crazy. Hey, yo, you actually pulled through. Thank you for the 10 gifties, Biohazard. Appreciate that. Can I remove Eldonia now? After the fact? Or... Ken and Ken. Nah. Yeah, I'll leave the 7 Paleos in. That's okay. How crazy is Mirage? I think Mirage Nightmare is good. I like that. I like that card. I think it's good. I really like my monster lineup. I think my monster lineup is peak.
He's almost done, by the way.
The monster lineup is perfect. Seamare. Wait, Seamare? Seamare is cracked, right? Because I go normal summon Seamare, send Merly. Merly effect, fuse Kitkalos. Kitkalos, add Merly. and then mill 8. Yeah, dude, I'm adding Seamere. I'm adding Seamere. Yeah. Bro, my deck is broken, isn't it? How about Last Will? Last Will. Summon any monster with 1500 attack if a monster was sent to the graveyard this turn. I mean, it should be good, right? It should be good.
It's quite good. I love that card.
Can we play Rukolos? We are allowed to, but our extra deck is already full. Can Last Will even be crafted? We're not playing this in Master Duel. I'm just using it to visualize the deck building process because there's no better platform for that. Okay.
Unfortunately.
I think I'm cutting Card of the Mice. I'm special summoning like crazy. Instant. Okay, I think at this point, it might be peak. It's 18 traps. Is Trap Tantalizing Tune good enough with 18 trap cards? Maybe it's too many monsters. It's, well, how many is that? 15 monsters? 15 monsters is a lot.
That's funny that he thinks that. 15's too many.
I think I can cut Closed Heaven because my deck master is Kissekill Frost. So I can just summon Kissekill Frost and make this instead, which is a Light Fiend. Read Appropriate. Appropriate. When your opponent draws a card outside a draw phase. After that, each time your opponent draws a card outside a draw phase, immediately draw 2 cards. And what do I do with that? Anonymous Gifter, thank you for the gift sub to Soul Charge. Yeah, we could play Soul Charge, I guess. Should we play Soul Charge? We probably should play Soul Charge. Probably should play Soul Charge. Take out Dimension Fusion. Bribe Infecting Viruses in Aqua. Don't you need 61 cards, 60 plus? Yeah, but I don't have the deck master in there right now. Like, yes, I'm gonna have, this one is in there. We have room for one more. Stop, this deck is evil. What? This deck is so cool.
It is cool.
Vivid Tail. I am kind of afraid of drawing too many of these traps.
This is not something. This is not something I would consider overpowered at all.
There's a validator on the domain website to see if your deck is legal. Ooh. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's legal. I'm not worried about that. No, I'm fine. This is fine. Thank you for the 16 months. Welcome back. Needlebug Nest. I think Needlebug Nest misses too often. All right, guys. One more main deck card, one more extra deck card. I think I'm looking at this and I think every single card that is in here is good. I don't think we need to cut anything. I think, oh, you know what's cool? I think Needle Sealing might be cool because it's domain format. This is kind of like a board reset when things are getting too crazy. Ice Dragon's Prison is not. Wait, what? Ice Dragon's Prison is what? Not good? Why is Ice Dragon's Prison not good?
This is pretty cool to watch him figure out it's bad.
I think Ice Dragon's Prison is good. The second part. Oh, I see what you mean. It says from both players. Wait, what does that mean? General Errata. Both players becomes all players. Oh, it means that. No, the card is terrible. No, you're right. Thank you for telling me that. Holy shit, it sucks. Yeah, it sucks because I have to banish from both opponents with the same type. So unless they both have something with the same type, it's dead. Yeah, no, we have to cut that. Oh. Yeah. That's bad. Okay, I'll add Needle Sealing instead. And I'll play Torrential, I guess. Maybe there's some cool cards that say each player or both players. Like what is there a cool card? Each player, right, if I could spell it. What are some funny cards in domain format? Each player shuffles their deck, then each player draws 1 card, then each player discards 1 card. Well, this one's not it.
That's not it.
Each player card destruction. I mean, that's not really cool.
What are you talking about? Card destruction is cool.
I don't think there's a crazy exploit here. Yeah, I mean, Dark Hole is a full board wipe. That's true. Okay, I think my main deck is cracked. I think my main deck can stay this way. Yeah, no, my main deck is insane. We need what is a 15th extra deck card? Remember, this is Fiendsmith package. So, Sequence, Lacrima, Desiree. Oh, I'm missing one anyways. I'm missing a Fiendsmith card. Requiem. It needs to be 4 Fiendsmith cards. It needs to be 4 Fiendsmith. Now, right? Requiem, Sequence, Lacrima, Desiree. Yeah, we're done. We don't have any more. Yeah, we used Fabled cards as replacements for the Fiendsmith cards, and there's no 2 Fabled spells, so I use this for Sanct and Crack. All right, sick. I think my deck is broken. I don't think we can be stopped. I think it'll be easy clappers. Yeah.
Oh.
I don't think we can lose. Well, yeah. Nightmare Griffin. What do I cut? Do I cut Zeus? Nah, Zeus is peak, right? Because Zeus just sends everything. Nah, Zeus is too good. I can't cut anything, right? Fiendsmith mandatory, Life Twins mandatory. Nothing can be cut. Horse. There's no way I only play 1 runic fusion, and then like my second runic has to like Golden Droplet give 1 player an extra card. There's no shot. Cut every runic? No, shut up. This is my deck, okay? I know it could be better, but I like it this way. All right, nah, this is great. This is peak. This will be phenomenal. Now, anyways, I guess thank you guys for helping me with that. We've made a very Josh deck for the Card Market collab. I guess if you want to see how it turns out, I'm gonna be traveling there in 2 weeks. We're gonna film on the weekend. I guess 1.5 weeks at this point. We're gonna film on the weekend, and you guys are gonna have to wait to see how this turns out until they upload the video. But thank you for helping me with that. Like I said earlier, today is going to be a little bit of a shorter stream, so we are gonna have to call it a day now. I do have.
Okay. So there you have it. This stream was 5 days ago, and if he was saying it's a week and a half out, you know, minus 5 days, maybe it's another week until they film their episode with Card Market. That was cool. Honestly, I know I didn't I feel kind of bad because I was just showing off basically Joshua's section of the stream where he builds that deck. I didn't want to interrupt it too many times, but I also need to say something, otherwise I'm just essentially re-uploading his stream. So I hope in that regard he doesn't mind. I did want to show other people somebody else building a domain deck for the first time. I thought that was cool to get on the stream. I'm excited to see how Josh's deck plays out with Card Market. I'm excited to see how that game plays out in general. I think it's going to be huge. It's going to show more people's domain. It's going to be a big deal for the format. Let's go back a little bit. I want to just look at it one more time. So I'm looking at it right now, and the one thing that I did notice that he's not playing too much of, and I mean, who knows, this is just me, I guess. I'm not saying people have to play this, but I'm noticing he's not playing any of the kaijus. There's 2 kaijus that he could have played, 2 of the light ones and the aqua one, the Gamma Seal. I believe Gamma Seal's aqua. And who knows, maybe he just doesn't care enough to want to play like really good, play the removal. Maybe he wants, you know, for the game they're gonna end up filming, maybe he just wants to be full of gas so there's tons of action. I also noticed somebody suggested Jar of Avarice, and he was like, ooh, maybe we could get some infinite recycling in there. You definitely can get nearly infinite recycling. He's also missing a lot of that, and again, maybe he just doesn't care about it and thinks the game will be over before he'll even care about recycling any cards. And honestly, I feel stupid critiquing somebody who's like won YCSs and crapped about their domain deck, you know. Those are just the 2 things I noticed. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I thought that was pretty cool to watch. I'm happy that he's going to help spread the word about domain. Obviously, if there's any other incidences of this type of stuff happening, feel free to tell me. I'd love to catch it live or catch it afterwards, so I can do maybe another one of these on when somebody's talking about domain or building a domain deck or whatever. I want to try and help other people spread the word and all that good stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching. Until next time, I'll see you guys then.